Howdy ho. Happy Valentine's Day, the premiere show. Um, yeah. Today we're doing the Brawler. Today we got Broncos and Bucks. And then on Valentine's Day. So right now,
fans, let's hear it for the offensive starters of your gentlemen. Number 19, Black Williams. And at quarterback from Kansas State, number 5, Josh
Clouds over Raymond James Stadium. Gus Johnson here, along with Chris Collinsworth, and they've burst as we welcome you to a very wet Tampa, Florida. Happy you're joining us for this exhibition matchup between the Broncos and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Broncos, playing on the road, always a difficult place to win. What does the traveling team have to do?
Well, Gus, there's no question that not only do you have to overcome a terrific football team, but you have to overcome one of the toughest environments in the National Football League. So emotionally, you almost have to find your own energy on the field. The bench has to be alive. You have to be cheering for each other. You just have to create that raw emotion to overcome what the crowd is giving you on the other side.
All right, Chris, and with that in mind, time to get this one going. We are ready. The NFL on EA Sports right now. It's fielded at the 2. The stop was made by McBath. And that'll bring on a former Kansas State quarterback onto the field. Fourth-year QB Josh Freeman, who originally was from Kansas City, Missouri. Searching for an open. All right, let's take a look at the offense. A unit that is growing. And tight end Kellen Winslow Jr. out of the U has emerged as a rising star.
Yeah, and Kellen Winslow Jr. is a veteran in this league, and yet you still think of him, and he still plays like a very young player, but he has become the foundation for this offense.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Can he get there? They can't catch it. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The Buccaneers get on the board first.
If you're going to make a living in this league as a running back, you're going to have to make somebody miss at some point, and that was a big somebody in the backfield that time, able to escape and stuff it in for the touchdown.
Connor Bark puts it through, and it's a 7-point game. Park is ready to kick this one off. Royal is deep, looking to return the kickoff.
Play against New Orleans.
And it's fielded at the 4. And the tackle is made by Dakota Watson. Out comes University of Florida grad Tig Tebow. They'll take over at the 16. First down, 10 to go. Pass it short right side. Let's meet some of the starters on offense, which places a lot of responsibility on Noshawn Moreno, running back out of Georgia.
Well, the talent is there, but Noshawn Moreno needs to find a way to stay on the field. Injuries have kept him on the sidelines a little too much throughout the course of his career.
And Chrissy is definitely primed to be a performer to watch in this one. Running out of time. All right, let's take a look at the defense. And linebacker Barrett Root out of Nebraska is emerging as a young, talented defender.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that the players and his teammates love because of the way that he just puts everything into every play. And those sort of max effort guys always get respect in the league. If you can make a quarterback move his feet, if you can make him a little uncomfortable, the timing of those deep routes are just thrown off.
Number 81 fields it at the 48.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Looks right. Throw. Sheds the tackle for a huge gain.
Dylan Winslow Jr. got the job done there. We've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
Connor Barton adds the extra point. Barton looks ready to kick it away. Thomas stands back to field the kick. Here we go. He'll return it from the 4-yard line. The stop was made by Stovall. The quarterback found his man there and picks up a big gain through the air. Chris, how did he get open on that play?
Well, Gus, this guy is known for being a ball hawk, but sometimes if a defensive back tries to make a play on the ball, he'll come up short and leave his receiver open for a big gain, and I think that's exactly what we saw there.
It'll be interesting to see how he plays him for the rest of the game. It's a 2nd and 8 situation now. Moreno takes the give. And the tackle was made by Rondé Barber. 4-yard gain. 3rd down now. They'll need about 3 yards to convert for a new set of downs. Hammered in the backfield. And just like that, they got to punt.
I don't know. I thought they looked pretty mixed up on that series. I didn't see anything go right.
Number 81 fields it at the 29. Parrish Cox was there for the stop. They'll start this drive at the 34. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Short throw to the right. Champ Bailey was there to bring him down.
I wish all our fans could see what's happening down the field on all our television broadcasts, because so much of the game now is won and lost in the secondary.
Parrish Cox was there for the stop. Short throw to the left. The stop was made by Parrish Cox. They'll get 9 yards on the play. He's searching for a receiver. He's looking to run. He's dropped down the 15-yard line by Bruton. Looking for a man. Rolls to his right. 5 yards.
Number 5. With the carry. Gain of 5.
Goes through his progression. Rolling out to his right. He goes down. Sack. Still looking for an open man. Scrambles for positive yards. And the tackle was made by Von Miller. Surveys the field. Look out, heavy pressure on him. And that flag was thrown in the area of holding. And if it is, you can take that touchdown off the board. Penn gets called for the hold. Good coverage downfield. And they got him.
Number 5.
He goes down again amidst a heavy pass rush.
That's something he's got to improve if he wants to reach the next level. It's almost like he takes himself out of the play the moment he hears footsteps. You just can't keep putting your team in a hole by taking sacks. Just throw it away.
Not to mention the amount of hits.
You know, that's a good point, Gus. The NFL is really geared to protect the quarterback, but when he has the ball, he's going to take some shots.
And here comes the defensive key players featuring Champ Bailey, veteran cornerback out of Georgia who shows no signs of slowing down.
The term shutdown corner, I think, was invented to describe Champ Bailey. Not only does he still have the athletic ability, he is such a smart player that he's able to read and assess plays and make adjustments on the fly.
Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 14-0. Buccaneers. Searching for an open man. The stop was made by the Wolverine, Brian Dawkins.
Well, if that was all they were going to do on third down, they might as well have just kicked it on third down because you're still way far away from picking up a first down, and that just was really good.
Tampa Bay is just about ready to kick this one away. Royal is back to receive the kick.
So if I fail on third down, I will kick the field goal again.
And the tackle is made by Marcel Darius. Moreno gets the call. Gerald McCoy was there to bring him down.
Gain of 10 on the play.
Fires a strike to the right. The stop was made by Rondé Barber.
Nice job by the quarterback that time, recognizing the corner blitz, getting the ball out of there, and picking up the first down.
Dumps it out right.
The Broncos aren't looking all that sharp at all right now in the passing game. And I know it's still early, but they have to be getting a little frustrated with their inability to attack this defense.
He's searching for a receiver. The quarterback had no chance on that play. Talk about raw determination by the defender to get into the backfield.
Yeah, not a lot of pretense on that play. He is so strong, it seems like he can bulldoze through these huge offensive linemen almost at will. They're going to need to find a way to double team him if they ever hope to keep him off their quarterback.
And that opens up room for other defenders.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another reason why he's so dangerous. You need two guys to shut him down, which allows one of the other defenders to get after the quarterback unblocked.
The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
He takes it out and is tackled at the 48. Nate Irving was there for the stop.
Oh.
Looks left. Here's a short pass. He catches it and is tackled immediately. Winslow caught that one for a gain of 6. Looking for a man. Tip pass, and it's incomplete. Third down coming up after that incomplete pass.
Oh no. You got to lose.
Has a man open in the middle. He's brought down around the 36-yard line by Hayes. He breaks away, looking for an open man. Has a man out to his right. That play could have easily gone for 6.
And when you start to hit a couple of big pass plays, it really puts the defense in a tough spot. They no longer feel quite as brave coming up and defending those short passes.
Goes through his progression. They get to him in the pocket and bring him down for the sack.
3-yard loss on the play.
Still looking for an open man. The defense has been all over him today, so it looks like he's going to try to make some plays with his feet.
Yeah, he definitely looks rattled out there, and that's not to say that this guy can't run, but a quarterback should really be thinking pass first and using the run when the opportunity is there.
He gets the sack, and the offensive lineman didn't have much of a chance.
He delivered a perfect swim move, and he was into the backfield in a flash. That's a kind of his signature move, if you will. He's had a lot of success with it. Get the quarterback. You get back there so fast that even if you have quick reaction time, you're still going to get sacked. The Broncos are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
The pocket collapsing. He's dragged down on the play.
Lost the weight on the play.
He throws short.
Oh!
Moreno was his intended target. Handoff up the middle.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
The defense calls the timeout.
Focus. Talib takes it at the 43. He gets this one to the 26-yard line. Woodyard was there to bring him down.
He's definitely got some breakaway potential when he's back there returning kicks. You give him just a little bit of room, he can break it for a big one.
Come on, man.
Surveys the field. He's looking down the middle. Throw. And the tackle was made by Von Miller. The Buccaneers will take a timeout. That is their second of the half. Has a man short to his left.
Pass ball incomplete. Second down.
Looks to throw. It's a jailbreak.
Number 5.
You know, quarterbacks get paid big bucks to put points on the board, make big plays. Well, defensive ends get paid big bucks to keep those quarterbacks from doing it. That time the defensive end got it done.
The Buccaneers will take their last time out. It's up and it's good. And we've come to halftime here. The score at the halfway mark is
The Bears.
23. Welcome back to Tampa. Denver will get the ball to begin the second half. And he'll return it from way back at the 3. The stop was made by Larry Asante. Has a man to his right. And the tackle was made by Myron Lewis.
Nice play that time. The defense came with the blitz there. He made a good read, delivered a nice ball in there to the open man.
And they get to it. He doesn't get back to the line.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
Here comes the heat. The Buccaneers are continuing to impress me in the pass rush department. It's on the ground at the 40. Was there for the stop. And they're already up big. That return just really puts them into position to make this thing a blowout.
And going to
Good coverage downfield. Von Miller was there to bring him down.
And that fake really was the difference. Not only did the quarterback sell it, the running back sold it, the offensive line did, and the receiver was open for a nice play.
Scrambles away from the rush. Deflected and broken up. Off play action. It's a scramble. Wow, he looked like a cyclone down there getting to the quarterback.
It is impressive when a guy that big is that nimble on his feet. He makes it look so easy, and it seems like he's past the offensive lineman as soon as the ball snapped. Tough to stop.
I'm just amazed he kept his balance.
You know what's so incredible? He's running full speed, and still has the agility to spin around the lineman, gather himself, and get to the quarterback. Just great athleticism.
He's looking towards the left side. Going deep. He's got it. Touchdown.
Kellen Winslow Jr. got the job done there, and we've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
So, time winding down in the third with the score. The Buccaneers, 30. The Broncos, nothing. Hart is ready to kick this one off. Royal is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Taken from the 3-yard line. Gets it to the 21. Dakota Watson was there for the stop. Moreno takes the give. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's the tailback. And he's tackled right around the 26-yard line. By Black.
Gain on the play.
Steps and throws to the left side. The stop was made by Rondé Barber. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of time that we're seeing today.
Gaffney was the intended receiver on the play.
ooh, come on, son.
Number 15 hands it off straight ahead. A 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain on the play.
Takes it right up the gut, and he's got room to run. And the tackle was made by Gerald McCoy. Buchalter on the give.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming
Bucks.
He lost yardage on the play.
The Broncos continue to get beat off the ball. Their linemen look tired. They're physically outmatched, and it's beginning to take a toll on these runners. I'm not sure how many more times they want to carry the ball.
Looking, fires it to the left. Intercepted. The stop was made by Corral Buckle.
And I still don't know why he made that throw. I mean, the coverage was there. There was absolutely no spot to put that ball, and he threw it anyway.
Freeman hands it off. He's dropped down around the 42-yard line by Mays. So we'll head to the fourth with our score. The Buccaneers, 30. The Broncos, nothing.
Let's go!
Searching for an open man. And they got him. And they will speed things up a bit by going no huddle. Passes out to his right. He's knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
It's always kind of funny to think about with all the big guys that play the game of football. Sometimes it's the little wide receivers that scare you the most.
He makes a move and he's brought down.
They haven't been easy yards to pick up, but in a hard-fought game at the end of the day, especially in the second half, you start seeing running plays working a little bit better than maybe what they did in the first half. The defense was fresh and really flying around out there. Whoa, that was really lucky that one wasn't picked out. Not a good decision at all there.
Pass is short right side. It's complete. He's going to go down almost immediately, though. And he makes it. So after that kick, the score is down. The Buccaneers, 33. The Broncos, nothing. Lynch was there to bring him down. Number 15 hands off to the left. And the tackle was made by Barrett Rude. Short throw to the right. Moreno was the intended receiver. Throws it to the middle. He's looking for a burst of speed. He's got getaway from the top speed.
Eddie Royal really exploded on the scene his rookie season in 2008. 91 catches, were second most for a rookie in NFL history, and it's his quickness that really sets him apart.
Extra point is good. With about 3 minutes of play remaining here in the fourth quarter, the score, the Broncos, 7, the Buccaneers, 33. Low line drive kick. It's not going very far. The Buccaneers will grab the onside kick.
Some people will say that onside kick pretty well decided this one. I think this one was pretty much decided before the opening kickoff.
Inside handoff. Von Miller was there for the stop. All game long, you've witnessed his explosiveness. He sent a message to this defense just to try and catch me. Passes it over the middle of the field. Von Miller was there to bring him down.
And the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice game.
Freeman with the pitch. They push him out of bounds, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, the offensive line did their job. They created enough of a scene to get him up into the secondary, and then he was able to explode from there.
He rolls to his left. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick.
As a quarterback, you have to go through your reads. That was his first look on that play, and he shouldn't have stayed with it that long. That was a bad decision.
Freeman pitches out to the left. Breaks one and scores. He took it 3 yards for the touchdown. The PAT is up and good. And under 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Your score, the Buccaneers 40, the Broncos 7. Connor Barth looks ready to kick it away. Cox stands back to field the kick. The stop was made by Marcel Darius. Delayed handoff. Run. Records his 8th tackle. It's a quarterback sack. And with that, the 2-minute warning is reached. Has a man deep. It's picked. He's wrestled down around the 32-yard line by Walton. Play action. He's got time. Cut. Touchdown. So with that, they took advantage of the interception and added points to the board. Point after is good. Less than 2 to go in our fourth quarter of play. The score, the Buccaneers 47, the Broncos 7. Tampa Bay will be kicking off. Royal is back to receive the kick. Stovall was there for the stop. I gotta say, Chris, he is looking locked and loaded now after looking a little rattled earlier in the game.
Yeah, and I think the difference is that he's getting some time in the pocket, time to sit back, make his reads, find the open man. He certainly is dialed in now.
He gets to about the 24-yard line. Daquan Bowers was there to bring him down. Looks left. Here's a short pass. They'll throw for the first. Picked off. He reverses field. He's tackled around the 37-yard line by number 78. Number 27 takes it right side. And he's knocked out at the 26-yard line. He's put on an almost unbelievable performance. You don't normally see a yards per carry average as high as his today. And looks left. Throws. He gives the Bucs a first and goal. They're in a rush, so no huddle here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers will take their first time out of the half. Number 27 on the right side.
Well, you know you've got an aggressive safety when he's making tackles for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Typically, these guys are trying to not give up a big play in the passing game. Now, when you see somebody in the backfield, that's impressive.
Number 27 gets the carry. Gets away from it. Touchdown.
This is one of the very best guys in the entire field. Very seldom do you see him miss a good opportunity for a run, that time exploding through for the touchdown.
Okay.
Short pass to his left. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to go for the 2 there with this lead. Mark is just about ready to kick this one away. Royal is deep, looking to return the kickoff. Parker was there for the stop. Dumps it out right.
That wide receiver's fast, but he's not that fast. My goodness, get him the football.
Has a man to his right. He's brought down around the 28-yard line by number 35. Makes the throw over the middle. And the pass is knocked away at the last minute.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Talib fields the ball at the 34. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Personal foul. Flipping
And this should be a clip. Here's the call.
First down.
A bit of poor judgment on that play. You have to be aware of the situation, and that's a big first down.
Freeman gives it up the middle. There he goes! Can he get there? He's gone. They're pouring on down. And they get the cheap touchdown as time expired.
Oh, boy, here we go. I guarantee you that one's going to be remembered for a long time. They had a chance to just kill the clock. Instead, they rubbed it right in their face.
And the point after is good. That'll do it from Raymond James Stadium. Stick around. Top highlights from this game. And let's take a look at the Gatorade Performer of the Game.